G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to ARK Fear Evolve with Mags. Yes, this is ARK's Halloween event, and honestly, I had to make a video on this. I know I don't do ARK coverage on the channel all that often. Honestly, I don't have the time to put into a game that is as involved as this one. However, I couldn't not do something for this Halloween event. This has been amazing. Now, the first thing you need to keep in mind with all of this is ARK is an early access game. According to the developers at the moment, it is in late alpha stage. They are still adding core content to the game, and they're dropping major content patches about once a week with multiple minor patches during the week. You'd think with a schedule like that they wouldn't be able to do a Halloween event, but no, they've probably put on one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. First, you'll notice all of the Halloween decorations are scarecrows. The pumpkins are carvable. You can carve whatever you want into them. And as you'll see in just a few seconds, they do glow at night time. Now, you'll notice that I'm showing off 3 of the herbivores here, because this is the second thing they've done. The Triceratops, the Stegosaurus, and the Brontosaurus will spawn in random locations around the map as undead skeleton versions of themselves. If you kill these undead versions of your dinosaurs, they drop a skin which you will keep even after the event is finished, and you can apply it to your own dinosaurs. So you can ride around in a skeletal Triceratops or whatever you want, build a base on the back of a skeletal Brontosaurus. Now, they are relatively rare. Putting about 10 hours in on my live server, I came across 3 Triceratops, only 1 Brontosaurus, and I'm still yet to see a Stegosaurus, and with how long this event has been running for, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to miss out on that one. Likewise, there have been some changes to the alpha dinosaurs. These are the alphas in the game as they exist during the event. They too have joined the ranks of the undead. They also seem to have had their spawn number decreased. The 10 hours that I spent looking around trying to find these on the live server, I came across a single Alpha Raptor, and I did not see any Rax or Carnotaurs. Now, the server that I normally play on, a long alpha farming session like that, I would usually get between 20 or 30 kills without too much of a problem. Now, other than their appearance change, nothing about them has changed physically. They are still exactly the same extremely dangerous alpha dinosaurs that were in the game in the past. However, if you manage to kill them, they now also have a 100% chance to drop a skin for their corresponding tamed dinosaurs. Yes, much like the herbivores I showed you before, if you manage to take down the alphas, you can apply a skin to your T-Rex, your Carnotaur, or your Raptor, and have them join the ranks of the undead as well. And again, these skins will continue to stay with you long after the event has ended. The only way you can lose them is if you trade them, or if somebody takes them from you. Now, for those of you who have really lucky hunting expeditions, if you go around the island, you'll also find pumpkin patches, which is where all the scarecrows come from, and all the pumpkins that you carve up. You'll also find graveyards with tombstones you can collect. Collect the right number of these, plus a full set of skins from all 6 dinosaurs, and take them to one of the ARKs, and you can trade them in for a very rare witch's hat skin. However, I'd keep the skins personally, because there's a whole other hat that is far more interesting, if you can take it. Once every 3 in-game days, when the shadow falls across the blood moon, the true horror of ARK's Fear Evolved Halloween event is unleashed. What is effectively ARK's first real open world boss, and a creature so powerful that it will require most of your island to take it down, the Dota Rex. This thing is an absolute monster, dwarfing over even the Alpha Tyrannosaurus. This thing comes in at level 1 on a spawn with 666,666.5 health. It regens around 250 health per second. It hits for over 1,000 damage per strike, and it only spawns at night time. Now, take a good look at this thing. Look at the plumage on it. Look at the way the wind in the background moves the trees, and it's moving the feathers on the Dota Rex at the same time. The detail on this is amazing for a creature that, well, the way its spawn system works, at the start of every 3rd night on the servers, it spawns in, and if it hasn't been killed by the time the night ends, it despawns. You never actually get to see this thing in daylight. Well, unless you spawn it in single player, of course, but if you're going to do that, use God and force tame very quickly, because otherwise it will kill everything. Now, the 1,000 damage that it does per strike doesn't really sound like a huge amount when you consider that some of the top level Rexes that people have tamed, perfectly kibble tamed Rexes, will have in excess of 50,000 health each. And here you go, the Dota Rex alongside all 3 of the alphas. But as I was saying, the Dota Rex has a secondary attack. It breathes fire. Now, that fire attack actually doesn't do a direct damage number. Its damage is based on a percentage of the total health of the targets that have been hit. So when you get hit by it, it doesn't matter if it's taking 50% of 200 or 50% of 200,000, you're losing half your health. And there's another good size comparison. It's almost taller than the head of a Brontosaurus. Now, if the tribes and players of your ARK do manage to take down the Dota Rex, you will be awarded a head skin that you can see here. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I actually don't really like most of the head skins that are currently available in ARK. However, I kind of like this one. The amount of detail that's gone into what you've just seen here so far is impressive. The thing is, this is only just the surface. Creatures you normally couldn't encounter outside of the tunnels underneath the island are now on the surface, and some of them are tameable for a very limited time, mainly the spider. If you look around closely enough, you'll be able to find a blueprint that will allow you to build a saddle for the spider so you can ride it around. It's only available during this event. The longer and longer I look at this event, the more small things pop up here, there and everywhere. I've never seen any developer go to this sort of effort overhauling their own game just for a Halloween event before. The fact that it was done by a developer that is working on a product that still isn't technically in beta yet, and is still receiving an almost mantic level of patches, upgrading it and adding new content to it. I have no idea how the hell they had the time to put together this event. But I am bloody glad they did. This has been impressive. It's dragged me back into the game and it's made me want to play it more. Now I've just got to hope that I can find an Alpha Rex before the event ends. I have to say, I really got a laugh out of these corny graveyard ghost sounds whenever you steal the tombstones. This was brilliant. Until next time, ladies and gents, click like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. Hide smart, hide well, and hope the Dota Rex doesn't find you.